Are you guys ready for this shit to start? Are you ready? Our military is being sent out by the thousands. And they're leaving the back door open for the UN. I hope you got everything that you need. If our military gets stationed and they leave over to Israel, that leaves our back door completely open. For years, they have been showing us that the UN was coming here. I've been telling people for years that they've been hiding out in the national parks in the United States. Well, guess what? While the border was open, the UN is here. And our troops are leaving. There's going to be nobody here to defend the American people. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? So when I say I hope you got things prepared, and I hope you got pumes and freedom seeds, that's what I mean. The time is now, and it's happening at some point, sooner than later. I hope you have everything that you need. If not, you better make plans to get the shit as soon as you can. Okay? Our troops are leaving. The UN is making their way in. You seen that video that gentleman said, you don't know who I am now, but you will. You will know who I am soon. I have not made a video in a long time, but now is the time to get your shit together and start paying attention, okay? They're showing it. They're showing the chess pieces. They're putting it all out there. Little breadcrumb by breadcrumb by breadcrumb, and all our troops are leaving. Y'all hear me? They're stationed. They're stationing them all over the United States, and they're leaving. They're leaving. Not even knowing where they're going. They get briefed when they get to the airport. Our military's leaving. The UN military is making their way in. Let me know in the comments what you think. Get your shit together.
Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rakakwadash. That's giving all praise to the Most High, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. Shalom to the 144,000. My name is Ibar from the Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. And I'm going to give double honors. Oh, well. Salakia. But this video comes from my Tazawam 555. Go subscribe to it, brother. Beautiful video. And I got a few clips here that I want to show. All right. But first and foremost, in that video that you just saw, they're talking about the UN troops being here. You know, and pretty much all hell is about to break loose with this thing happening at the border and other things. So I'm gonna go through a few of these videos and clips. I'm gonna grab clips from different videos as I go. And I'll grab scriptures I pray be edifying to the hopeful elect, because we in that time. Okay, we in that time. Things about to amp up. You got this thing at the border. You got staying with Texas trending, and all these states that's backing up Texas. And the Fed and when Biden told them to take down that barbed wire, you got the other states that are sending their National Guard there to help out. And you also got militias, people, citizens that's going to go help. So they're saying that this could lead to a civil war. Biden gave, the governor of Texas 24 hours to get with the program. And if he don't, he's going, something's going to happen. Okay, so we waiting to see. And as us being men of the Lord, we are reporting on these things to warn the elect of the children of Israel. Okay, and it's spiritual because that guy said he haven't did a video in a long time. Now he want to do a video, man. And this is why we have to be, diligent and constantly pushing out this word, warning the sheep. He said, you better get your pumes and your something seeds. Well, really, you need Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Without Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, nothing's going to be able to save you. So let's get right into it. This is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 4. It says, and mine eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. Okay, so you're going to know who the true God of the Bible is, man. And one thing about America is America's been, infiltrating all these other countries, and doing what they want to do in these other countries. Now, there's no coincidence that now this is happening unto America. Okay, what goes around comes back around. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, an evil and only evil, behold, is come," which that evil means bad times. Okay, bad times are coming, and end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. So the end is come. All right, we are at the end of this place. This place is about to be, shaken up, man. The Lord is about to do something in this earth that's going to, put the whole, the whole, world, you know, um, it's going to bring the whole world to his knees. And this is going to ultimately lead up to, more. We got civil wars, World War III. You got these other nations, gearing up for war. It's a lot of things going on the earth right now. We can go on and on, but from there, let's go back. I want to go here. This is from the brother Amawan Gabar. This is what's going on down at the border. Okay, just to give you an insight. All right, let's go ahead and play it.
Massive. They let him through. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. America! 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 Scared! Wow.
Now they saying that the thing they was saying was always women and children, but as you see right here, there are no women and children in here, man. A lot of these individuals is hiding their face, and it's like they're coming over here on a mission. They probably got promised something, you know, and I don't doubt that in this group of people, there's all different types of individuals in here. You got terrorists, you got sleeper cells, you got UN troops, you got criminals. Which I got a few videos I want to show, man. I saw a video the other day about a boat came up on the off the shore of in LA, and a bunch of people jumped out of the boat and started running from the police. So you got all these people just coming in here willy-nilly, okay, with ulterior motives. People are seeking to bring harm unto this place, and we gonna prove that. We gonna prove that, man. All right. But now you have all these other states, these Republican states standing with Texas, at the border. And the reason why is because, hey, if it's happening in Texas, it can happen anywhere else. Like you got, the DeSantis helping the governor of Texas out, and it can happen in Florida. Like I'm down here in Florida, well, all around us is water, so people can come in on banana boats from all different sides and end up getting in here now, man. And it's the state's rights to defend their borders. You don't just let anybody into your house or in your country. I'll use the example of a house. If you saw every homeless person, every person out on the streets, and you just let them live in your house, eventually that house is going to be destroyed and overran. You're gonna have people in there thinking that it's their house. You're gonna have you're gonna run out of food. There's gonna be a lack of resources. You can't take care of everybody. So what this country is doing is not wise. And this look like a bunch of Hamites, man. Okay, a bunch of Hamites coming over here, and what they're gonna do is they're sending off all the troops, and they're gonna have these people over here, pretty much, spoiling you Americans, man. Your women and children. You got dumb Americans still going off to war to fight for corporate interests, while in their own country, their houses shall be raided and their wives shall be ravished. Okay, let's go grab this right here. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 12. It says, "Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes." So there's ambushes coming. This is going into actual troops, but also, these borders are being, is being said how you have UN troops and foreign, troops coming in here, under the guise of needing refuge, needing help and seeking asylum, which a lot of these people are not, who they say to be. It says, "For Yahweh hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. It says, O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come. The end of America is come. Okay, America's a pretty well off country. People over here are living good, okay, for the most part compared to these other countries. It says, and the measure of thy covetousness, is places very covetous. You people done, spend all your money on Amazon, getting everything delivered right to your house. It says, the Lord Yahweh of hosts have sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men, as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. And that's what's happening now. This place is getting filled with men. And as you see right here, this ain't nothing but a bunch of men. Okay? This ain't nothing but a bunch of men coming in at your borders. All right, about to wild out, about to do their thing on you. Okay, so, if you haven't already, repent and seek Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, because this is about to get real out here. If you think about caterpillars, man. Caterpillars, if caterpillars get on a particular tree or bush, they're going to eat up all the leaves. If you ever seen, a bunch of caterpillars on the bush, they eat up all the leaves, and then the leaves got all these holes in it, and the tree looks very bare because the caterpillar ate up all the leaves. That's what they're going to do here. They're going to eat up all the resources, and then what does a caterpillar does? It cocoons, so they're going to find, these people are going to be looking for houses, okay, looking for places to sleep, food to eat, and what's separating them from coming in your door, you see? And this is not just going to be happening in Texas. It's going to be happening all along the border. Okay, this guy Biden is setting this place up for failure, and really Biden is just, he's a puppet. All right, he's a puppet. Let's play some more. Look at all the trash and stuff on the ground already. Okay. So, I was watching the documentary. I'm gonna show some of it too on here too. The documentary that Apostle Hart was going into. And pretty much, it was showing the woods, on the trail to get here, through South America and stuff. These countries, these nations that's coming over here. It was a bunch of just trash and human shit and stuff all in the woods because people are making their passage. So they're about to tear this place down, man. And this is also you got the tribes coming here. A lot of people come here, and this is going to be the worst place to be. This is going to be the place of judgment, and it's going to be more death than salvation here, more destruction than salvation here. But ultimately, you got people that's coming here, that's going to be either to be saved or to be destroyed. Okay, they're thinking that America is better than a better place to be than their country, but this place is promised to be destroyed with thermonuclear missiles. All right, let's play some more. I'm looking in this crowd, bro, and I can't find one woman or child. Hey, and you see how they were saying, America, America. Okay, America. Let's go right here.
What's the first step to getting the money you're owed after a car crash that was not your fault? Filling out this 30
Texas and Governor Greg Abbott are making it no secret they're putting in more razor wire at the southern border just days after the U.S. Supreme Court gave the go-ahead to the federal government to remove the wire. In a lengthy statement, Governor Greg Abbott is reiterating arguments he cited before, asserting that the federal government has fallen short of its constitutional duties to protect the southern border. He's specifically citing U.S. Constitution Article 1, Section 10, Clause 3, which says in part, no state shall, without the consent of Congress, keep troops in time of peace unless actually invaded. Governor Abbott has said the state is being invaded. The question is, would the courts agree?
It's not the kind of invasion that they were thinking of in 1787 or that any sensible person would think about today.
While the federal government is beginning to remove those razor wires at the southern border, there's still one key spot that remains in limbo: Shelby Park and Eagle Pass. The Texas National Guard has effectively stopped Border Patrol from accessing the area, prompting new legal concerns. Critics have called on the president to federalize the National Guard or effectively take control, something that is within his power. Earlier this week, White House officials said there are no plans to do that at the moment.
We can disagree on the use of the National Guard and other even state assets for the way that Governor Abbott is treating that border. We certainly disagree from a policy perspective, but legally he is, by authority, the state commander-in-chief of the National Guard.
Importantly, both sides have stopped short of open hostility, though the dynamic is certainly fraught.
I think both sides have been very careful to not let it escalate beyond essentially a war of words between people far, higher above the pay grade than the soldiers on the ground.
So there you go. This is going to lead up to a civil war, man. All right, let me grab this real quick. This is Mark chapter 3, verse 28 in the NLT. A kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. Okay, Mark 3, verse 24. A kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. And this is what we are seeing now. This kingdom is divided, and it's going to be a civil war. You got this movie coming out called Civil War. So they're, the powers that be, they know what's coming, and in fact they're orchestrating it. Okay, they're talking about an invasion, but it is an invasion because you got people that's coming here that are secretly troops and stuff like that, man. And then it's how ironic that you have this guy Biden and his administration all the way in Washington D.C. telling these people what they can and can't do with their border when they're not even there. When you got somebody in your backyard trying to break in your house, to take your food and pop your wife, then you're gonna take it a lot more seriously, man. But these devils, they're doing this, to pretty much bring hell upon this place. They're trying to collapse, this country, which is a blessing for us because that means we get out of here sooner than later. All right, let me grab this. Let me grab this right here because you see all these men coming in here, and that's going to be the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You people that took it for a game, took this thing, thought it was sweet. Well, guess what? Your judgment is coming. Okay, and it is inevitable. It says Isaiah chapter 13, verse 14, for you Babylonians, it says, and they shall be as a chased roe, as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone into his own land. And this is what's happening. People are going to start fleeing, this place when they realize what's coming. America is about to be destroyed. You're going to have all the people that's here that came here on, visas and stuff. They're going to go back to their own country, go and stick with their own people. All right. It says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. You're going to be destroyed. It says, verse 16, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, and their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. This is what's coming to America. Okay, your house is going to be spoiled, and your wives ravished. Your children dashed to pieces. Okay, it's going to be a lawless society. And listen, let me say this too, you men. You better, you better be men. Okay, and America has made weak men. A lot of you guys don't really, you ain't active. A lot of you motherfuckers be working desk jobs and you don't know how to do shit. But Twitter your fingers on the internet. You got what nigga, what that nigga Drake though? What's his name? You got fucking Twitter fingers, you know, and you know, you don't, hey, let me say this, man. The time we coming into, you gonna have to, you know, you might have to put a motherfucker down, bro. You might have to put a motherfucker down. This is the book of Job, chapter 38, verse 3. It says, "Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me." Verse Job 40 and 7. "Gird up now thy loins like a man, I will demand of thee, and declare thou unto me." You know, so you know you're gonna have to be a man. You're gonna have to stand up. You might have to protect your house now. Ultimately, you gotta have your Yahweh Bashim Yahshai with you. But even with that, you know, King David was a mighty man, a man of war. And I believe that every man should be capable of violence. If you're a full grown man and you're not capable of violence, what fucking kind of man are you? Okay, you better know how to fight. You better know how to defend yourself. And if you don't, you better start taking some classes or something, man. Watching some YouTube videos on how to defend yourself. And guns jam. So hey, at the end of the day, hey, you gonna have to be a man. Okay, the times that we coming into all this weak shit. All this, all this internet shit, all that shit is going to be a thing of the past. They about to shut these lights out, and you have motherfuckers breaking your house, and you might have to, put a motherfucker down. That's a reality. Okay, that is a reality. All right. Let's grab some more.
How do you take 40,000 children in the middle of New York City without anybody seeing?
Days in the dairy.
This is redacted. All right. We just let a terrorist cross the U.S. border. Okay, so they letting terrorists cross the U.S. border. All right, and that remind me of the movie Sicario as well. It's a good movie. It's called Sicario. It's about at the border you had those cartels coming in here and blowing shit up, and that's happening too at the border. You got cartel members coming in. It was these guys that was coming through the border. These journalists, and they got abducted by the cartel. So. There's all types of elements to this destruction that's coming. And if you ain't, got the Lord on your side, then what do you have? Truth be told, man. Even if you do got all the guns and the skills, if you don't have Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you have nothing. And that's why this thing is about to get this truth is deadly serious, but it's about to get even, more serious if you don't have it. You don't have this understanding, man. So like I said, now it's time to gird up your loins like a man, A lot of you people, like I said, all you do is work office jobs, desk jobs. You may be doing, simple jobs, sitting on your ass. You ain't stretched your body in a while. You don't go to the gym. You're not working out. Hey, you need to eat your fucking beanies and weenies. Hey, I made a post the other day too about what happened over there in the UK. You had a guy that was walking through the park and he got robbed, and when the guy robbed him and took his jewelry, after that he fucking raped him, man. A full grown man got goddamn raped. So we in that time too. These motherfuckers are sick. They ain't just gonna be seeking to grape your women. They're gonna be seeking to grape the men too. Look at what happened with Sodom and Gomorrah. Let me grab that. You had Lot. Let me grab that. There was a bunch of wickedness going on, and those people over there in that land, those five, Sodom and Gomorrah and those neighboring cities, they were, they was trying to rape the angels. It says 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that should live ungodly. And that's what America's doing now, living ungodly, allowing all this mo shit to be going around. Well, guess what? Now you about to face the punishment. You got to face the music. The Lord is about to make an example out of America. It says, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. So Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation, the behavior and the actions of these people. All right, and I believe those, he was among those Hamites over there that was doing all that madness, man. And the angels came down and they wanted to rape the angels. All right, so you got people out here that's we in a sick time, bro. They done told you that it was okay to be a mo. So you got people with sexual demons on them, and they don't care what they get as long as they get something. All right, and if that's a full grown man, so be it. Pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. We gonna need Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in these days. It says, for that righteous man dwelleth among them, and seeing and hearing vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and how to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. So a lot of you people are being reserved, okay, because you're unjust. You're being reserved until the day of judgment to be punished, okay. A lot of you people think that, oh yeah, you know the Lord, yada yada yada. We gonna see. We gonna see, man. All right, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is about to show you who he really dealing with and who he not dealing with. You know, you can't fool and deceive Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You people that want it easy, it always got to be easy. Guess what? You gonna get it easy, all right. Motherfucker gonna easily bust your shit. It says, but chiefly them that walk after the flesh. And honestly, to me, this is honestly, you know, I there's a part of me that is excited. Okay, there's a part of me that is excited, not only because I know Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, I understand his truth, but hey, you know, I was born for adversity. Okay, I was born for adversity. So if it come down to it, and you know, and honestly, if I'm put in a position, I will protect my family. Like you ain't finna put your hands on my motherfucking child or my wife. You know, I will break every fucking bone in your body. I will break your arms off. Okay, through the mighty power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. The Lord's gonna also give us men that power. So we coming into a time where this shit about to get real. And if you ain't, you know, a man, guess what? You gonna fucking fold and crumble. You gonna bitch up. A lot of you guys be getting beat up by your fucking woman. You know, your damn woman strike fear in you. How much more when this shit get real out here, bro? How much more when all hell breaking loose? How much more when it's death and destruction in the streets? How much more when somebody trying to break in your motherfucking house? People, oh, my house, it's my house, it's my house. Okay, it's gonna be these motherfucking these goddamn these goddamn immigrants out soon. You know, and they gonna tie your ass up if not beat you till your ass can't move. Why they pop your damn wife, your wife getting ravished, and your kids getting, you know, probably getting it too. This shit is about to get real. Okay, we're not here to sugarcoat it and tell you what you want to hear. We're going to tell it to you like it is. It says, but chiefly them that walk after the flesh and the lust of uncleanness and despise government, presumptuous are they, self-willed. They are not afraid to speak evil of dignities. And a lot of you people have spoken evil of the men of the Lord. You know, you aren't here making up shit, you know, trying to discredit the men of the Lord. Well, guess what? You will have to answer for all of that shit, bro. And you ain't got to answer to me. You ain't got to answer to us. You going to answer to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay, the Lord's going to start, you know, requiring of a lot of these spirits. It says, whereas angels, which are greater in power and might, bring not railing accusation against them before the Lord. It says, but these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. A lot of people have been corrupted. You are corrupted, and you're gonna perish in your corruption. Okay, it's about to get real. And if you and if you are here, you know, wilding out thinking that you know this, that, and the third, and you know a lot of you niggas just a lot of you still staying with your parents. You know, you ain't really went out there and started being a man yet. Guess what? The Lord, man, life is gonna make you a man. Okay, this ain't gonna be the land of AC and fucking TV dinners, man. Okay, it's about to get New Jack City out here. So let's play some more.
Gap by investigative journalist Michael Yan, who says tens of thousands of Chinese have been passing through the gap on their way into the United States on a regular basis. And in this documentary I'm about to show you real quick, I'm probably ain't gonna be able to show you all of it. Obviously, I'm gonna skim through, but that was another thing. You had the Chinese coming in here. They got damn hotels set up along the damn strait to get in here. They really put a lot in, and they really put a lot in to getting in here, man. But this country's enemies are coming in here. By the the hundreds, if not thousands. Okay, you got millions. You got millions of people coming in here since, for the past 3 years. They said like 15 million people have came in through the borders since this guy Biden's been in office. And Trump said he gonna get in office, so don't get comfortable because he gonna start deportation. Remember when Trump was in office and he was deporting motherfuckers, man? So this shit is about to get nasty. It says Isaiah chapter 19 verse 2.
And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So here we are. You know, these Egyptians, these Babylonians are turning on each other. You know, you got the state governments versus the federal government. You know, it's about to get real. I can't express that enough. Let's play some more. Let me grab this. I'm gonna grab a few more scriptures.
Basis.
It says, 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 15 through 16, G and T. It says, the war that will bring their destruction is very near. Look at this. The war that will bring their destruction is very near. Nations will arm themselves and fight against other nations. There will be great political turmoil, and that's what we've seen already. Great political turmoil. Here we are in the election year, and all this is going on. It'll pass the hard coin this year, the year of Jacob, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, which that's what it's looking like. Here we are still in January, bro, and all this shit's going on. Imagine when you get to, March, okay, what's going to be going on. It says, especially when it starts getting hot out. Right now it's still kind of cold. Wait till it starts getting hot out. Wait till all this snow, thaws out. The summer is going to be it's going to be a hell of a summer. It says, with one group trying to overpower another and gain control while ignoring the legitimate government. And this is what's happening. You got a lot of disagreements in this government. A lot of things going on in the earth that's showing these people that, hey, without Yahweh Bashim Al bro, you through. So let's play this right here, going into the first video about the guy that said, you gonna know who I am. Let's play it.
Separately, last week.
Oh, yeah, and fair use. So all these videos I'm using fair use, man. All right, and that's lucky. I know it's all over the place, but I'm just trying to get as much information in this time that I'm using as possible. Pray be edifying to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Group of illegal Muslim immigrants were confronted by a group of journalists in the United States, asking, where did you come from? You're here in the United States. Who are you? Where did you come from? Here was his response.
By the way, if you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're going to know who I am. Very easy.
Wow, very easy. The entitlement.
No, believe me, I'm much better than that.
The entitlement, guys. Wow.
So you will know who I am soon enough, he says. Well, that's chilling, and it didn't take reporters very long, actually, to figure out where this guy was from. Turns out this man...
Now, they was looking for this guy, and they couldn't find him for a while, figure out who he was. But he said, you will know who I am. So we're going to find out who he is right now. Listen to who this guy is. And these are the people that they're letting through your borders.
Was allegedly from Azerbaijan, and he'd been in jail for the last 12 years on terrorism charges. Take a look at this.
You ever wonder why spicy foods give you diarrhea?
What the hell, bro?
Last time...
By the way, if you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're going to know who I am. Very easy.
Wow, very easy. The entitlement.
No, believe me, I'm much better than that.
The entitlement, guys. Wow.
You will see soon.
So there you can see he was arrested 12 years ago for terrorism, organizing explosives among the charges to carry out terrorist attacks, and somehow just released last week on January.
And this guy was just released last week.
19th from prison, and
he was just released last week from prison for terrorist attacks, and now he's here in America. This is all by design, bro. This is all by design. And this clip right here reminds me of, like I said, the movie Sicario. I got it. And you should watch it. Watch one and part 1 and part 2. But it was showing you they was having problems at the border. With people getting blown up and shit by the cartel. But it was a vivid scene in that movie where it showed you these people, just walking into a grocery store. Everybody's, people was going by their day, going into a grocery store, and it just, the camera panned to it. People going into the grocery store, and then randomly, somebody walked into the store, and then the store blew up. Because you had people with explosives, pretty much blowing up these stores, man. So this shit about to get turned upside down, man. You imagine you walk into the grocery store and that motherfucker just blow up because a guy walked in there with a bomb on him, you know? And it could be this guy, you know, setting up explosives and stuff. So let's play some.
Wow, very easy. The entitlement.
No, believe me, I'm much better than that.
The entitlement, guys. Wow.
So there you can see he was arrested 12 years ago for terrorism, organizing explosives among the charges to carry out terrorist attacks, and somehow just released last week on January 19th from prison, and he's already in the United States. What in the world is going on here? Again, this is happening in the United States. And this week, the Supreme Court of the United States ruled that the Biden administration can remove razor wire from those border fences that the Texas National Guard had erected to try to keep terrorists out, to try to keep the illegal invasion from happening.
You got people that's living in Texas, and you got people that's, breaking in their houses. They finding people, sleeping in their front yards. So it's a very uncomfortable situation for Texas. So imagine, how they feeling right now, which is going to lead up to a civil war. It reminds me of Bushwick, where they told you how Texas and Florida seceded from the United States. And this can lead up to another civil war.
Happening to our country. Well, Tucker tweeted this just a short time ago. So it's unanimous. Everyone in power, from the White House to the hedge fund managers to the Supreme Court of the United States, has decided to destroy the country by allowing it to be invaded. That leaves the population to defend itself. Where are the men of Texas? Why aren't they protecting their state and the nation? Investigative journalist Michael Yon joins me now from the Darien Gap in Panama, the major choke point where these illegals converge before heading up to the United States, using luxury buses to be ferreted up to the United States border. Michael, you just exposed a stunning story down there in Panama that involves the head of Homeland Security, Mayorkas. I want to get to that story in a moment because it's incredibly important. But first, I just want to get your thoughts on a couple of the points that I just made. Number one, on the terrorists having the balls to tell this U.S. reporter, hey, you'll find out who I am soon enough. What was your response when you...
Because he about to come over here and do something. He about to come over here and do what he was paid to do. I believe these guys are definitely getting paid. Something's going on behind the scenes.
Saw that.
We see this all the time. This is normal for people like me and quite a few. And that took them out deep into the jungle. Of course, Chuck Colton and Misako Ganaha asked where he's from. And he said, I can tell the difference by looking at him. I spent a lot of time in China and Korea and all over Asia, many years, right? And so, but the bottom line is, a lot of the people coming in are definitely on a mission, and a lot of the Chinese go in and they grow marijuana. For instance, in Maine, they've got a huge amount of marijuana facilities in Maine and Oregon, and
you niggas love that marijuana. You niggas love to smoke your blunts and shit. You gonna smoke some shit, and your ass gonna not be the same again. Gonna put some pixie dust in that shit.
In Oklahoma, California, and what are they putting in that marijuana? Who knows, right? And so this is a very serious issue. And Islamic, you got to keep in mind, probably the most dangerous Islamic terrorist organization for Americans is Hezbollah. And Hezbollah is very thick down in Venezuela, right? And the number one group of people coming through are Venezuelans. Many of the Hezbollah speak Spanish fluently, right? And so I'm sorry if you hear background noise. That's actually the Panama Canal back there behind me, and there's a railway and a road back there. So, but the bottom line is many of these people from, in 1994 there was a terrorist bombing here in Panama. It killed 21 or 22 people. About a dozen were Jewish. I recently had lunch with one of the relatives, and within one day of that, there was another attack in Argentina that killed about 85-ish. It was a lot, right, at a Jewish center. That was Hezbollah. They got the mastermind behind the Panama attack is believed to now live in Venezuela.
This is let me go back to that. I won't say that part.
And he owns a bar. You can't make up this stuff, right? So he's still there. So these people that come in to Venezuela, if you're Iranian, you can get a passport immediately. You can just show up, and keep in mind, many of the Hezbollah When they grew up in Venezuela, their Spanish is absolutely fluent. They can pass as Venezuelans, no problem whatsoever. They've got the accent, the body language, the soccer team, the whole.
I traded my evening
There you go, man.
for evening with mood.
That's crazy. So you know, these people are disguising themselves as, you know, this, that, and the third, and coming here with ulterior motives, and they're about to really, you know, put them in motion. So let's grab Matthew chapter 24 in the NLT. It says, "For there will be greater anguish than at any time since the world began, and it will never be so great again." So we coming into a time worse than ever in the world, worse than ever. It's like worse than ever in history. Okay, a time like never before. And if you ain't right with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, then you getting left. Okay, the Lord said He come to send fire on earth, and what will if He already be kindled? This country is going to be in shambles before the Lord even sends the missiles over here to destroy this place, and that's going to be a mercy kill when the Lord sanctions those missiles to come, because this place is already going to be hell. Okay, and they got something called order out of chaos, so they're causing the chaos so they can bring in the order. It says, verse 22, "In fact, unless that time of calamity is shortened, not a single person will survive, but it will be shortened for the sake of God's chosen ones." So the Lord is speeding up these times, and He's going to shorten it for the elect's sake. All right, He's going to shorten it for the elect's sake. So at the end of the day, you know, if you ain't serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you gonna wish you had been. Okay, you gonna wish you had been, man. This thing is about to get very, very you know, uncomfortable. All right. They're gonna start kicking people out of their houses and taking and you know, ravaging your houses and spoiling your houses and ravaging your wives. You know, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not a joke, not to be played with. It says Matthew chapter 24, verse 6 in the KJV. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." This is just the beginning of the hell, bro. You ain't seen nothing yet. It says, "Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake." And these nations already hate you, Israelites, but they're going to really hate them in the Lord. It says, "And then shall many be offended." And you people are very easily offended. They all offended. It says, "And shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall arise and deceive many." It says, "Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." People don't give a damn about each other no more. It says, "But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved." So all we gotta do is endure. You know, keep prophesying, keep that spirit burning. And right now is the time that you should be on fire. If you're not on fire now, if you're getting weak, you know, if you're starting to fumble in the spirit, guess what? It's probably because the Lord is taking the spirit off of you, so He can destroy you. Okay, because your ass ain't right, and the Lord see through your bullshit. All right, so get on fire. You know, and this is only for the elect. You know, whoever the elect are, they will already be on fire. Whoever the elect are, you ain't got to tell them to do what they're supposed to be doing for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because they already gonna be doing it. It says, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." So here we are preaching this gospel for years and years, you know, decades, starting with our elders and apostles, great millstone on down, you know, 20, 30, you know, plus years, and now here there's this thing is you know, being, you know, put in place right for your eyes, and everything our elders and apostles, you know, the prophets have said is now coming to pass. We're seeing it playing out on the earth, and it's only going to get worse. Let's go back.
Stop buying if you're just gonna.
It works.
And I've seen
some more.
Today is the 23rd of November 2023, and Gaza is still under the...
No.
Why not?
No.
Whoa, what's the problem? You guys from Syria? You guys okay?
The border and they don't want to be on camera.
It is here that illegal aliens are processed and given the aid and instructions necessary to continue their journey to the United States. So-called migration.
This shows you that it's all orchestrated by the government. Okay, the UN, NATO, all these, people are funding this stuff, man. This is a part of their plan. They come and they're giving out maps. Okay, they're helping you.
Maps can be found everywhere. The same UN-affiliated organizations seen earlier along the route also have a presence inside these Panamanian camps. A few on the scene include OIM, Red Cross, UNICEF, HIAS, European Union, Doctors Without Borders, UNHCR, and the Norwegian Refugee Council. From these camps, illegals are put onto buses and shuttled northward to Costa Rica. From here, illegals ride buses across Nicaragua, Honduras, and Guatemala until they reach the border of Mexico. We travel to the Guatemalan border town of Tecunuman, where human smugglers most likely...
Salakio. So they're putting them on buses and, transporting them through the cities, through their, land to get to this land.
The Sinaloa cartel charged us $125 each to be smuggled into Mexico.
Look at all that trash. Look at all that trash right there, bro. Salakio, this is gonna be America soon. Okay. I had went to New York a few years ago, and it was a bad experience for me, because it was just, it was smoggy. I couldn't see the sky. I was in Manhattan. I couldn't see the sky, and I'm from Florida, so I'm used to seeing, the sky, and it's sunny, but I couldn't see the sky. But the worst thing I was thinking about it was all the trash that was all over the streets, all the trash. You had, drug addicts. There was this guy, he was sitting down on the side of the road. He was leaning from being high as hell on drugs. And this was easily probably like 10 years ago. He was leaning on drugs or whatever. And maybe not 10 years ago, maybe like 9 or 8 years ago. But he was leaning, he was on drugs. And as he's leaning high as hell, he had a whole plate of food. So somebody had bought him a plate of food and he didn't even eat the food. He had a plate in his hand about to fall over while he was leaning, high as hell. But it was just garbage everywhere. And if you know anything about New York City, that's where all these nations are going. So that place is completely overcrowded with a bunch of different nations. This place is a melting pot. So now that's going to be all of America very soon. Okay. Fair use.
After crossing into Mexico, we embedded with a massive illegal alien caravan and headed towards Mexico City. The caravan was highly organized. Leaders in the front carried a large banner and a crucifix that read, "Contención es mi muerte," containment is my death, a propaganda message implying that not allowing open borders will result in their deaths. The group responsible for organizing this caravan, and many others like it, is Pueblo Sin Fronteras, People Without Borders. The group has released anti-American statements, such as one on November 26, 2018, which said that the United States systematically deprives asylum seekers of their liberty, separates families, and often deports people to their death. Ironically, one of the leaders of Pueblo Sin Fronteras is Ireneo Mujica, a United States citizen. The group has also received the support of radical left extremists, who have helped fundraise for the organization.
So this morning we left Palomares, Mexico, and we're walking towards San Martin with a massive caravan behind us. There's about 2,000 people in this group, and we've been walking for about 4 hours. We have at least that much more time before we get to the destination.
Okay. Go that way.
I was looking for something fun. My brain is always going a million.
At around 1 a.m., conductors intentionally stop the train about 1 mile from the NGO, and cartel members assist in the boarding process.
Okay, so we're sitting right now at the side of the train tracks. A couple more hours, we're going on the train, and I am coming down with something nasty. I've been feeling pretty sick for the last 24, 48.
Get to the part where they got.
and abetting with the so-called beast train.
Muckraker.com got kidnapped yesterday.
They were stopped by members of the Mexican drug cartel.
So I can bring it back a little more.
Crossing into the United States.
Okay, so right now we are at Playa Baghdad. This is south of Boca del Rio Bravo, which is going to be the place from which we attempt to cross into the United States. You can see the weather today is absolutely nasty. It's been storming and raining out, so we just got to hope that we don't run into some sort of rip current or lose our bags in the process here.
We're going to be walking a few miles, maybe more, down this beach in order to get there, and hopefully we don't get picked up by human smugglers along the way.
As you know, Anthony and Josh's brother from Muckraker.com got kidnapped yesterday.
They were stopped by members of the Mexican drug cartel because in this area of the U.S.-Mexico border, it's the cartel who rules, not America.
Earlier this week, you were kidnapped, I understand, at gunpoint by the Gulf Cartel. You and I believe your brother, correct, were allegedly bounded, blindfolded, and forced to sit on your knees. This all happened by the Rio Grande.
At one point, you were kidnapped.
Correct.
You were taken hostage. You were blindfolded.
Yep.
Tell us about that event. That must have scared the shit out of you.
A few weeks ago, you got kidnapped on your way back up to Texas.
That's correct. So, after riding the so-called beast train and abetting with a massive caravan of these people, we were going to cross into the United States. The area that we decided to cross, though, is right across the river from Boca Chica, Texas. And that's where Elon Musk's SpaceX is.
And there were numerous reasons why we chose that location. I mean, we could have crossed in countless other areas for sure, but we chose that location, number one, because that would be incredible if we could show that right across from this critical spaceport, you could just cross right into the United States. And then we also figured, okay, we're walking up a public Mexican beach. Elon Musk's SpaceX is right there. Surely if there's any point that we were just going to walk across, this seems like it would be a relatively safe spot. Completely incorrect, actually.
So we start walking up this beach. It's called Playa Baghdad. That's basically the last road that you can stop at before you have to just walk up coastline all the way up to...
There you go. That's the point. You can watch this interview. It's from Muckraker. Okay, United States invasion route exposed. And it's definitely an invasion. All right, some stuff is going on. So I'm going to leave that part right there. I'm going to come back with another part off of X, formerly known as Twitter. A few clips off of there, and then I'm going to close it out, put it together in post-production. So on to the next one. All right, so we back. This is X, okay, formerly known as Twitter. And I got a few posts on here I want to show you. And I just got lost, scrolling through, man. There's so much information be on here, so much videos be on here. But just going into what I was going into, that's a video I had just saw where a guy tried to break into this man's house where his family was at. And like I said, man, a man must be capable of violence. As a man, you must be capable of violence, man. Not necessarily, we're not looking for violence, but if it finds you, you better be able to, defend yourself or defend your family. That's a huge part of being a man, But this guy tried to break into this man's house, and he pretty much beat the shit out of his ass for 5 damn minutes. Broke his nose, eyes was all closed up. He was just down there begging, please, but you just try to break in his man's house. And he said, I got kids in here, man. So the time we coming into, man, you gonna have to, really be a man. There's a statement that this guy Andrew Tate said that I thought was pretty. The guy makes some good points, but he said you got to be able to hold a man's supposed to be able to hold a baby with one hand and go to war in the other hand or something like that, or a weapon in the other hand or something like that. And that's the complete balance of being a man. You have to be a protector and a provider. You see, so you got a lot of people, just because they got male body parts, they call themselves a men. Nowadays, you got women getting their breasts cut off and calling themselves men. So the meaning of a man has been greatly construed in this place. All right, so I'm gonna show you these videos. I'm gonna grab a few more scriptures and I'll close out. But it says illegal aliens from LA storm LA beach, then run from cops. Soon these elite criminals will be in a city near you. And this is what's coming all around the world. Oh, before I go any further too, I want to say this too. And I'm saying these because these are videos that I obviously can't put in the video, which if I could, I would. But you know how YouTube do. All right, so it was another video I saw. I'm not sure where it was at, but it was like a civilized country or whatever. And you had all these, people walking past, going about their day. And you had this guy who pretty much, was wearing like some attire, some migrant attire, say it like that. And he nigga squatted down on the side of the street, on the side of the sidewalk, started taking a shit, got butt ass naked, started taking a shit on the side of the sidewalk. And somebody said, this is a migrant contributing to society. And motherfucker was just literally crouched down taking a shit on the sidewalk, man. And while as people walking by up and down the street. So this place is through. All right, it's absolutely through. And let me grab this right here. This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 1. It says in the NLT, it says, look, the Lord is about to destroy the earth and make it a vast wasteland. This world is about to go to shit, as if it already isn't, but it's going to get worse. It says he devastates the surface of the earth and scatters the people. That's what we're seeing right now. This is the beginning of the end of this place. Okay. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is he's the one that's doing this. Verse 3, the earth will be completely emptied and looted. The Lord has spoken. So this earth is about to be completely empty and looted. Houses going to get broken into. All this stuff is coming, man. Okay. So let me play this video. I'm going to grab a few more and I'm close out. But it says illegal aliens storm LA beach, then run from cops. Soon these criminals will be in a city near you. They got off the boat and started running from the cops. All right, got off the boat, started running from the cops. And now, like I said, we down here in Florida, but all these, southern states, you got people that's going to be coming in these borders, man. And your government, according to Biden and his administration, you got to let them in. They got a problem with them cutting that barbed wire down there. They saying that you got to let them in. All right, so this thing is about to get much, much worse out here. And this is why we're telling you to repent, seek Yahweh Bashim Yahushai where he may be found, because all hell is about to break loose. It's already breaking loose. Who knows what the next 24 hours can bring. Biden told the governor of Texas to do this or else. So not they putting their ass to the test and saying or else what? Or what? We had a guy come up to the camp talking shit. I said, or what? And call this motherfucking bluff. And that's what they about to do to Biden. All right, and them Texans ain't playing. So let's keep on going. Let's go back up. Got like two more. It says, this is trending right now. Stand with Texas. Stand with Texas is trending right now.
This is my land, 'cause these are my people. And this is my land. This is my land. This is what we pray for. And this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you...
So Tucker Carlson said, where are the men of Texas? Where are the men of Texas? And here now you have it where, the men, in Texas and the neighboring states are getting together and they're going out there to help the National Guard, defend the borders, because they don't want these people come kick, trying to kick in their house and shitting on their porch. So they saying they finna help. Let's play some more.
These are my people. And this is my land. This is my land. This is what we pray for. And this is God's plan. This is God's
right, it's about to get nasty out here. And then this is trending on Twitter. Staying with Texas. Everybody's talking about standing with Texas. Somebody said, "Is it another Alamo?" Remember the Alamo. We are all Texans today, right? Hey, it's about to get real, boy. Call halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. All right. The Lord is stirring things up in this, place, man. All right. What's happening in Texas is patriots fighting back against tyranny. So there you go. Let me grab this other video. It says trucker convoy stand with Texas. Like I said, that's trending. Trucker convoy headed to the border. Do you stand with Texas? The people's convoy rolling through Texas. So you got, the truckers coming through. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I'm glad to stand up next to you and today. We ain't even got all the way through January yet, and this is what's going on the earth, man. So about another week in January before this, So, like I said, imagine what's going to be in the next couple of months. Let me see what I can find on here. But yeah, they said stand with Texas. Look at this ad. It says take our border back convoy. 2024 Southern Peaceful Assembly, and peaceful assemblies are never stay peaceful. They're saying that it's going to be a standoff with the government, the federal government, and the state. Don't mess with Texas. Feds heading to Texas. That's funny. So there you go. I'm just showing you, what they got on here. I'm gonna grab this last precept and I'm gonna close out. Prayers be edifying to the whole for elect Shalom. All you sincere brothers and sisters that have gotten this far in this video, Salaki for it been a little long, but I want to just touch on some things that I've been seeing on these platforms, man. Let me show you this too. I went into this the other day, but I'll show it again. This is America. This is America. Not sound too bad. Can't get any worse than this. Yeah, so this place is through, man. All right, so let me grab this right here and I'll close out. They showed you the aliens coming through. It says Isaiah chapter 24 verse 9 in the NLT. It says, "Gone are the joys of wine and song. Alcoholic drink turns bitter in the mouth. The city writhes in chaos. Every home is locked to keep out intruders." You see, the cities are going to be writhed with chaos, and every home is locked up to keep out intruders. They about to, people going to be hiding in their houses. People trying to break in your house. It says, "Mobs gather in the streets, crying out for wine. Joy has turned to gloom. Gladness has been banished from the land. The city is left in ruins. Its gates battered down." Right. So there you go. "Throughout the earth, the story is the same. Only a remnant is left, like the stray olives left on the tree and the few grapes left on the vine after harvest." This is about to get real. Okay, it's about to get real. This place is about to get brought low, and it said not only as throughout the earth, it's the same story. It's going to be happening all over the world. "But all who are left shout and sing for joy. Those Those in the west praise Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua's majesty. All right, so that's the point. Okay, look at this. Let me go down a little bit. Matter of fact, let me go down a little bit. It says, Isaiah 24 verse 16, we hear songs of praise from the ends of the earth, songs that give glory to the righteous one. But my heart is heavy with grief. With grief, weep for me, for I wither away. Deceit still prevails, and treachery is everywhere. Terror and traps and snares will be your lot, you people of the earth. Those who flee in terror will fall in a trap, right? And they're gonna have traps, and booby traps set up all over this place pretty soon. You try to enter some wrong person's house, they're gonna have, a damn bear trap in the yard. You're gonna try to cut through the bushes. You have a bear trap in there to chew your damn leg off. It says, and those who escape the trap will be caught in a snare. Destruction falls like the rain from the heavens, and the foundations of the earth shake. So this place is about to be totally destroyed. Before the nukes come, it's already going to be fucked up out here. So how much more when the Lord really unleashes upon this place? Hey, seek Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahshua, he may be found, or you will be destroyed with the rest of these people. With that being said, I'm going to say Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Abba Bar, praise, lessons, edifying, and hopeful elect. Shalom. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who taught us his truth and truth is sincerity.